Paris Saint-Germain now has no excuses in quest for Champions League domination after Leo Messi signing. CNN. Not since Real Madrid's famous Galactico squad of the 2000s has a single club boasted so much individual talent. Paris Saint-Germain's dramatic capture of Lionel Messi, which will undoubtedly go down as one of the most shocking in football history, capping off what had already been an incredible summer of talent accumulation. But can this squad deliver Qatar Sports Investment, who bought PSG in 2011, the Champions League, the trophy the owners craved the most but has so far eluded them? Messi's addition to PSG not only provides the Qatar which another feature in each football cap, but given the Argentines' status as one of the greatest players of all time, also puts the club and its owners considerably closer to achieving their ultimate goal. The signings of highly rated goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma, Messi's longtime advisor Sergio Ramos, Jorginho Wijnaldum, and Achraf Hakimi added to the already stacked squad that includes Neymar and Kylian Mbappe means the PSG will unquestionably be the overwhelming favorite to lift this season's Champions League. QSI bought PSG in 2011 because they wanted to increase the exposure for the countries ahead of the eventual World Cup. Christian Nouri, founder of Jet French Football News, told CNN Sport. That World Cup is now coming. It's only next year, but what's happened over the course of this decade is that we've seen our Townley, the owner, fall in love with this club, really taking a lot of interest in this, added Newly, referring to the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. It's far more than a pet project for him, and he's seen this opportunity to create potentially the greatest attacking troika we've seen in modern football in Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi, but also there are no excuses now. Leo Messi tells CNN he believes the PSG is the ideal place to win the UEFA Champions League game. At PSG, Messi will work under coach Mauricio Pochettino, a former player of the Parisian club and fellow Argentine. Mauricio Pochettino must win absolutely everything that includes the Champions League, and he must do so in style, because in style has been something that Paris Saint-Germain have really struggled to do with the largely counter-attacking style of play over the course of the last 2 or 3 seasons, added Nouri. No pressure than Mauricio. PSG ideal for Messi, but it's a sentiment that Messi appears to agree with. In an interview with CNN after his arrival in Paris, the Argentine said he believes the PSG is the ideal place for him to finally win another Champions League title. Despite Messi's constantly superlative individual performances over the years, the one blemish on his record in recent seasons has been its inability to again lead Barcelona to European football's most coveted prize, although it's widely argued that the Catalan club's inaptitude in building a suitable squad around him was the root cause of this. That, however, will not be the case at PSG, a club now stacked with the eye-watering amount of talent and bizarre visceral desire to win the first Champions League in its history. For me, on a personal level, I would love to win another Champions League like I've seen in previous years, and I think I've come to the ideal place that's ready for that, Messi told CNN. We have the same goals, we got impressive players, one of the best squads in the world, and hopefully we can achieve that goal which Paris wants so much. I want so much, and hopefully I can enjoy it with the people of Paris too. Messi's signing for PSG means the French giant will have one of the most formidable attacking lines in the history of the game. PSG's new front three of Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe is unquestionably the most talented attack in world football and will give the opposition defenders and managers nightmares trying to conjure up ways to stop them. It's all just going to be about how many goals and assists is Messi, getting compared to Kylian Mbappe and Neymar, Nuri said. Who's going to be taking the majority of that responsibility on? I can't wait to find out. Off the pitch, though, questions have already been asked about PSG's finances and how the club has been able to get around the financial fair play regulations. We are always attentive to financial fair play. It's the first thing we checked with the commercial, financial, and legal people before signing someone, PSG chairman and CEO Nasser Al-Khelaifi told the reporters on Wednesday when Messi was officially unveiled. When rumors of Messi's arrival began circulating, it was suggested that PSG would have to upload Mbappe reportedly to Real Madrid in order to balance the books. The French club, however, has been adamant that is far from the case. The message is clear from Paris Saint-Germain around Kylian Mbappe. The two situations are not linked, Nuri says. Mbappe has 12 months left on his contract. In fact, Paris Saint-Germain are confident this signing will encourage him more to sign a new extension. The argument that we heard a lot in the capital of France at the moment is why would you go this summer or next to Real Madrid to play alongside Karim Benzema and Vinicius Jr. and when you could spend the next 3 seasons alongside Neymar and Leo Messi for your development? I think that's a pretty strong argument. French football rules allow clubs to operate with a wage bill that is almost 100% of each annual income, a far cry from the strict Spanish rules that ultimately forced Messi's departure from Barcelona. UEFA, European football's governing body, has also relaxed its FFP regulations since the COVID-19 outbreak, allowing clubs to operate with annual losses of more than $35 million as long as we can prove these are due to the pandemic. Having said that, Paris Saint-Germain have promised to make 180 million euros, $211 million worth of player sales this summer to the French football financial watchdog, the DNCG, Nuri explains. They've only done about 8 million euros of that, so it's going to be very busy for weeks if they are to fulfill that, and because the transfer market has moved very slowly for the majority of clubs. I think that's going to be tricky. But Paris Saint-Germain are looking to sell, all being often to sell, 12, 14 players. Those include the lesser stars like Mauro Icardi and Pablo Sarabia. But there is no intention to sell a key player this summer in Paris. Boost for French football. Perhaps the only people leaking their lives at Messi's arrival as much as PSG fans are those in charge of France's top division, Liga 1 and Amazon. The arrival of Leo Messi will increase the attractiveness and visibility of our championship on all continents, said Liga 1 President Vincent Labrou in a statement on Wednesday. This unique event is the result of the strategy of the Paris Saint-Germain management, which has enabled the Parisian club to become one of the biggest franchises in world sport in 10 years. On behalf of French professional football, I want to thank PSG chairman and CEO Nasser Al-Khelaifi for making this dream possible, added Roubaix, who ended his statement with the 3 words, Messi is magic. Nuri calls the signing a huge surprise for French football, but it's certainly a welcome one given the financial struggles the league has faced over the past 18 months. Lionel Messi and Barcelona say adios. League One not only had to deal with the implications of being the only one of Europe's top 5 leagues not able to finish the 2019 and 2020 season due to the COVID, but also with the collapse of broadcast partner MediaPro, which had been paying almost $1 billion per year for broadcast rights. Amazon has since come in to pick up the majority of broadcasting rights, around 8 matches per week, in a deal reported by the Financial Times to be worth $323 million per season, with the French broadcaster Canal Plus paying $390 million per season for 2 matches per week. It's great opportunity taken by Paris Saint-Germain and will hopefully result in loss of exposure for Liga 1, Nuri says, because we're about 50% down on the TV rights deal this year compared to last year with the collapse of MediaPro. So there's a lot of excitement in France, but it's probably not going to stop if about 7 or 8 clubs in the division this season from being unable to pay back loans they took out during COVID-19. However, Kieran Maguire, author of Price of Football, believes that while PSG will certainly receive the financial boost from Messi's signing, that won't necessarily be the case for Liga 1. Maguire says the increased lack of competitiveness at the top of the league created by PSG's financial outlay this summer will cause the broadcaster interest to wane quite quickly, and remains unconvinced Messi's signing will create a long queue of suitors desperate to pay for TV rights. PSG will benefit because we already saw last night 150,000 shirts sold within 7 minutes was the claim, so they will benefit from being able to generate more money on match days, he told CNN. Even if they don't put up the price of regular tickets, the commercial department will effectively be able to name their own price for hospitality packages. Lionel Messi shirt has been a high demand at PSG's club stores. If you want to go in this box, if you are big firm of lawyer or accountant, or you are an investment banker, or you want to entertain a client, we've got Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Neymar leading the line. How much are you willing to pay for that? So I think they will be able to increase their revenues. Given Messi's considerable talent and PSG now boosting arguably the greatest attacking trio in history, Maguire says it also seems like that the club will earn more prize money for reaching the latter stages of the Champions League. So I think there's a lot of benefits for the club, he explains. But for French football as a whole, yes, there will be an initial media interest and the curiosity value attached to his recruitment. But whether that will convert into significant increases in the value of the broadcast deal, I'm not so certain.